my channel. So today we are going to be doing the December energy reading. We are a little bit late putting this video out, and let me tell you why. Okay, I don't know about you, but if you have been feeling the energy recently like I have, like I am expecting delays, I am expecting like things to just slow down, and so I feel like that's just been, everyone's not having this energy, right? But I feel like if you have like serious, well, I'm a Leo rising, but if you have serious Capricorn placements, like you have been going through it, and also things, you just have been expecting delays, okay? Things have been slowing down, but regardless, we're getting our stuff together. Also, the first week of December was my birthday, so you know, it's taking me a minute, okay? I'm feeling saucy. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the energies that are going to be present, that we're going to be interacting with in the month of December. So here are just some of my intuitive messages and downloads that I've been receiving about this energy. If it resonates with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. How is this energy showing up for you, and what are you trying to currently manifest and bring and attract into your life as you're dealing with this energy? How is it affecting you? Let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Right off the bat, my guides are telling me this is a heavy period of self-analysis and introspection. Totally makes sense because it is like the winter months, and it's a time that we look into our shadows, look into our dark side, look into like the things that we've kind of been burying or pushing to the back burner all year, right? These things might start to come back and creep back into the forefront of your mind. We're really starting to think about like, where am I going in my life? Where am I taking my life mission, my life journey? Am I on the path? Have I been on the path? Am I disciplined enough? Have I been disciplined enough to see and cultivate the life that I am trying to create? Have I been kind of BSing or kind of just like, you know, being kind of lackadaisical with my life? Now, everybody gets a pass for the past 2 years because obviously we've been going through the pandemic, cucarachas, and all that other fun stuff, outbreaks, variants, and all that kind of stuff, right? So it really has been a very shifting, unsettling time in our collective anyway, right? So we all get a pass for that. But towards the end of this year, 2021, a lot of us are starting to do a lot of self-analysis, self-evaluation, and starting to kind of blow up our life and like see what pieces, what aspects of our life do we want to change or tweak or make better. It really is becoming more disciplined and creating more structure around your life, which is so funny that usually we don't start to want to enact new intentions and new change until like, let's say the new year. So until like January, February time, we're like, okay, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to go get it. Something about this energy right now wants us to start in December, or wants us to start early. It's like getting a head start before we get swept up in another year. Like really try and lay out your life like 3 months in advance, 6 months in advance, and then a year in advance. And then if you can go further than that, you can go to 3 years and 10 years. Now is really a time to look at your life, kind of blow it up, and start to put the pieces in alignment of how you desire for your life to go. And the reason why this is so important right now is because a lot of like podcasts and like books I've been reading and things like that, highly successful people always talk about preparation and planning. And if you don't plan and prepare for your future, plan and prepare for your life, you will essentially like it's very difficult to create a successful life or be successful when you do not plan out in advance how you want things to go. So that's why this is a really big theme right now of really organizing and making sense of your life and the trajectory of your life and where you desire for it to go. Okay, so lots of like heady energy, right? And it's like if you have been really very heady with yourself, like trying to analyze what's going on in your life, what's going on in your reality, in your head, the guides are saying like try to get it out of yourself. Like talk through these things that are coming up for you. Write down your goals, your dreams, and your visions. Like physically write it down. If you're into journaling, like journal it out. The guides are saying get this out of you, let this energy move through you and get it out in written word. Maybe you want to do voice memo, maybe you want to just talk to yourself out loud, maybe you want to do a meditation where you're automatic writing it all out, what you desire the next few months and years of your life to look to look like. As long as we're laying out a framework, we are like, again, it's Sagittarius season, we're being the archer, pulling back the arrow, bow and arrow, and shooting it off. And even if we do not get exactly where we want to be, we have already set ourselves up for success in the direction that we desire to go into. So that was just the first theme. Super heavy self-analysis, self-planning, preparing for your future and what kind of life that you desire to live in the next few months and in the next year. What do you want to experience, right? The next thing my guides are saying, like, if you are into it and open for it, do a life quadrant, and I'll throw it up on the screen right here. But essentially, you want to divide your life into 4 sections of the most important aspects of your life right now, okay? And as your needs change, you can change these quadrants. But just to make sense of what are your values right now, create this life quadrant, cut it into 4 parts, and then you want to divide it in like the aspects of your life that are most important to you right now. So it might look like health and wellness, or health and body, and then like career and money, or savings and money, whatever financial goals you might have, right? And then it might look like relationships and friendships, partnerships, romantic partnerships, what's important to you in that. And then, you know, like whatever else is important to you. It could be lifestyle, fun, excitement, pleasures. How are you making your life more exciting for you, or whatever, however you want to divide your life quadrants, what's important to you right now. And in these quadrants, you want to write down what your life is currently like, and then how you want it to change. The reason why we're doing both of this is because you really do want to quantum jump into the reality that you're aiming to exist in. So if you write, what are you currently experiencing and what do you desire to experience, it'll help you to quantum jump, see where you need to make changes, and build the bridge so that you can begin to experience the life that you're trying to desire, okay? So moving that out of the way, so the first theme, of course, was self-analysis and getting ourselves on the right track for this new adventure. 2022 is going to be a crazy, wild, and exciting adventure, and our guides just want us to have decent footing, have nice grounding, so that we can step into this period of building and actually be successful in our endeavors. The next thing that the message that I got is really important to do vision board, making vision boards. I personally am into vision board journaling. I love journaling out my life, vision boarding out my life, pasting pictures of what I desire to experience next. The guides are saying it's really important to create and to embody that experience, to physically see what it is that you're trying to call into your life. I always have my journal with me. I might show up some pictures on the screen about my vision board journal. I think this month I'll actually make a video about us doing some vision board journaling for 2022, to give you guys an idea of how you want to do it. But essentially, now is a really great time to start cutting and pasting out images so that you can begin to physically see and illustrate what it is that you're trying to call into your reality next, okay? So the next thing in my notes is getting structured and creating new routines and rituals. So this kind of goes back to plug back in with the self-analysis, but once you see in what ways in your life you need to change and transform so that you can be the best next up-leveled version of yourself, the guides want us to start creating routines and systems that help us to support this new life that we are stepping into. For example, if on your life quadrant, something that's really important to you is being more productive, exercising your body, and, you know, eating healthy, what systems and routines can you put in place in your life so that you can make that change and make that transition into that version of yourself easier? For example, do you go grocery shopping every Sunday, and do you pre-plan out your menu and your meals in advance so that you can help yourself to stay on schedule? Or do you create that workout regimen? Do you plan in advance what days you're doing what exercise, was all laid out for you, and there's no struggle when it gets down to doing it? Do you create a to-do list or systems and productivity plan for your business, your career, and how you make money so that it is easier when it gets down to doing the things to get these things accomplished? Life, when it comes to creating a new reality for yourself, it comes down to our routines and systems. What are the things that we're doing on a day-to-day basis that are getting us from point A to point B from where we're trying to be in life? Okay, so super huge theme. think about creating new systems. Maybe it could be a new morning routine that makes you more productive and gets you out of the bed in the morning. It could be a new, if you're like into social media or creating your own brand or business, creating some kind of system or structure. And I highly recommend that whatever you intend to do, type it up on the computer and print it out. Something I've been doing so heavily lately is printing out. Whenever I'm creating a new routine or system, I print it out and I put it in like my little life binder. I've just been trying to be very strategic with how I'm planning out my life and getting organized lately. But those are all the, I guess, life productivity downloads that I receive. Now we're going to switch gears and talk about like relationships and friendships and how this energy is affecting us in that aspect of our lives. So what I'm sensing is, again, because a lot of people are doing a lot of introspective work, looking within themselves and trying to get things in their life off the ground, we might be putting less of an emphasis or less of a desire to reach out to our friends or family, which is, you know, not what people desire, because it is the holiday times and people want you to reach out and be jolly and merry and, you know, call your friends, call your family and all that stuff. A lot of people are not ready to integrate back into society, or a lot of people aren't ready to come out of their cocoon. You might notice that a lot of people are feeling more reserved. Maybe you're feeling more reserved. Maybe you're not looking forward to the holidays because you really have been enjoying and valuing your alone time. So don't be too hard on yourself, and have compassion with other people when they are, you know, wanting to pull at your energy or wanting to see you, wanting you to be more involved in family events or friend events and things of that nature. Understand that a lot of people are really still wanting to be cocooned and cuddled up in their shell, because they know there is a lot of internal work that needs to be done if they want to project themselves into the life that they're trying to live in this next year. So don't feel bad if you don't feel like your energy has been 100% completely restored. A lot of us are coming out of a time where we have been napping a lot, resting a lot, snacking a lot, you know, like just really being very lethargic, right? So don't be too hard on yourself. Understand that when 2022 comes around, not until end of January into March time, we are going to begin to feel that energy come back to us, and we're going to want to move forward and be more productive and be more proactive and really like get that gusto energy. So understand from now, December until March time, that momentum is slowly going to be revving back up. So if you haven't felt your 100% energetic self that you usually are, especially if you're like a fire sign, or a lot of the placements have been going through it, but anyway, a lot of us understand that on a grand scale our energy will be starting to come back in March time. Totally makes sense, because that is when springtime starts to come, the flowers start to bloom, the earth starts to defrost, and people are back in business, back in action. So don't be too hard on yourself. From December to maybe February time is a really great time to start laying out the groundwork, the systems of getting your ducks in a row, and then I'd say by March time we might begin to like take off and really start to see a lot of our initiatives begin to take off the ground. So yes, a lot of introspective time. You won't really want to be around a lot of people unless, like, of course, you're romantically involved with them, and then in that case it might feel good to want to be around people and all the other stuff. But I'm telling you, for the majority of us, if you're not in a romantic or committed relationship, I'm really seeing us focusing on ourselves, on our finances, on our stability, security, on our structure, our routines, and our livelihood on a day-to-day basis is what a lot of us are focused on right now. So do I have any more messages for December? I'm going to pull out the singing bowl and see if I can get any intuitive message in that way, and then I'm going to pull some tarot, and that will be our December energy reading. So let me get my singing bowl. Okay, so I'm going to use my singing bowl to basically play around with the energy or vibrations. Feel free, if you're into it, to just close your eyes and set some intentions, and I'm just going to share with you what kind of messages pop up for me. This is just how my gift works. I can hear, and then I just relay the message. Okay, so here we go. Angels, guides, and helpers, for our highest and greatest good, what messages do you have for myself and the collective for this December energy reading? still a period to focus on yourself. There is still lots of self-improvement, self-mastery that can take place at this time. Also huge emphasis on gaining wisdom and gaining knowledge. Now is a really great time to, for some people, study a course or invest in your learning, in your knowledge, investing in some kind of like learning knowledge. For some people, investing your time or energy into reading more books, learning. It's a huge time for education and learning, because I'm hearing in the next few months and into the next year, you are going to need whatever wisdom that you accumulate at this time to help you to make sense of whatever investments you are going to be making in this upcoming year. So lots of knowledge, lots of studying. I'm hearing lots of intuitive and empathic powers and skills that are coming online right now. People are going to be realizing that they are telepathic, or that they can read people's minds, or they can tune into people's intentions or people's energies more and more. You'll notice that people are becoming more and more sensitive to other people's energy. You will begin to feel like when people are sucking your energy or pulling at your energy, when people's energies shift and they feel very low vibrational, people who have this empathic ability, that is beginning to come online. And that is why a lot of us won't want to hang out with old friends or old family that we used to hang out with, because we're starting to become more sensitive, more empathic, more intuitive, and we can sense these subtle energies and vibrations that certain people hold that might not be for our highest and greatest good. So a huge thing, empathic skills and abilities coming online, lots of discernment, learning how to read the room, read situations. Also, for me personally, like the empathic dreams, prophetic dreams have been very crazy. So maybe you begin to be more intuitive with your dreams and receiving messages from your angels, guides, and helpers in the form of your dreams. What other intuitive powers are activating? So this, I don't know if this can be considered an intuitive power, but I'm hearing like the guides saying slow down, slow down, slow down. So as a collective, we're going to be given the opportunity to slow down and to really enjoy our life and not have to feel the need to grind or hustle so hard. We're entering a period where people are going to start valuing pleasure and how we feel over money or grinding. I'm also hearing releasing the identity that we used to have. A lot of us are releasing and shedding old identities that we used to have. Like, the way people used to know you or perceive you is completely different from who you are and what you represent now. And a lot of people might think that you have changed up on them or that you're acting differently now, but really it's just you have naturally evolved and you're naturally up leveling yourself. And so a lot of people that you used to hang out with or resonate with or vibe with, you are no longer in vibrational resonance anymore. Therefore the relationships just don't work the way that they used to. There'll be a feeling of a lot of straining or like having to try really hard to make it work, and at the end of the day a lot of relationships are just going to fall apart. Friendships, romantic relationships, even family relationships, you just will feel the need to not desire to put as much effort in trying to do things that are no longer serving you, or people who are no longer serving you. You'll begin to see these things fall away because you are no longer who you used to be. These past 2 years have been an initiation process for you, and because you have taken on the initiation to change and transform and up level yourself as a spiritual being, you just do not get along with the people, places, even the life that you used to live, some of the beliefs that you used to hold, the things that you used to do on a day-to-day basis, they just don't resonate with you. The things you used to eat, the clothes you used to wear, like that is not even who you are anymore. And your guides are saying it is safe to be the new version of yourself. Just don't worry about if other people like who you are now or understand who you are now. Like, it is not for them to understand. You take on the initiative of becoming this new version of yourself, and allow those who are of more resonance to you in this next phase of your life, allow those people to be attracted to you because you follow your bliss and your higher excitement and your higher urge. Let those people be attracted to you from this new place of transformation, this new version of yourself that you are now. And let those other people who are no longer in vibrational resonance fall away. Are there any final messages? A huge message of staying true to yourself, staying true to your values and to your beliefs. Now is not the time to try and convince or stress your values or beliefs to other people. Like, that is just for you. If you are setting new boundaries for yourself, don't try to convince other people that the boundaries that you are creating are it is just for you. This change and transformation that you are making is just for you. Don't feel the need to prove it to anybody or show it to anybody. It really is a period of stepping into authenticities. Our angels, guides, and helpers are saying, if I show you the image, if I show you who you say you want to be, if I show you an image of what kind of life that you say you want to live, can you step in your integrity and step in your truth and claim that energy as your energy? Can you allow yourself to begin to creating from that place of higher excitement? If your angels, guides, and helpers, if the divine, if God gives you an image of the beautiful life of your highest potential, do you have enough faith in yourself to step into it, to fall into it, to let it unfold, to take a step in that direction? Because in the next few months, our angels, guides, and helpers are going to be giving us more and more clarity, more and more vision of the life that we are saying that we desire to live. And the question is, if I show you exactly the highest potential that your life could be next, the next version of you, do you have enough willpower? Do you have enough faith to step into this next version of yourself? That is the question that we are all being asked right now. Thank you, angels, guides, and helpers. That was really awesome. Okay, let's get into the tarot. All right, so I've just pulled out all of my decks that I was just feeling intuitively called to right now. So I'm just gonna see what messages. Okay, we already have some cards jumping out the deck. Angels, guides, and helpers, for our highest and greatest good, what messages do you have for us this December 2021? What messages do you have for us? Well, right off the bat, the first thing that popped out was surrender to the divine, full moon. Okay, so this is the energy, and again, it goes with that last message I just shared. But if your angels, guides, and helpers show you a glimpse, a beautiful glimpse of what life has in store for you, if you receive the clarity of what life has in store for you, if God shows you an image in your mind's eye of how beautiful, how grand, how amazing your life can be, are you able and willing to trust in the divine and trust in the divine timing of your life and trust in the unfolding of your life, that is indeed what you will experience, right? It's aligning your worthiness, your self-worth, your ability to know that, yes, this is what I deserve, this is what I'm calling forth in my reality, and aligning up to it to say, you know what, no matter how hard or crazy life gets, I know at the end of the day, this is what I'm getting out of life. Okay, are you surrendering to the divine? Do you trust the divine? Do you trust God's source consciousness? Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna go through all my deck, not all of them, just the ones that I feel called to, and see what messages pop out. If this has been informative for you so far, though, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. Okay, the next message. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I totally feel this. Full moon and Capricorn. Like I said in the beginning of this video, people who have those Capricorn placements heavy in their charts, we have been going through it. Okay, I have heavy Capricorn placements, and I can definitely see, like, it's been very slow moving energy, like literally trying to raise a giant boulder up a hill, getting things done. But right now we're getting out of a period, no matter what your placements, but especially for people who feel like they've been really stuck or stagnant or dealing with slow moving energy in this past 2 years, the end of a tough cycle is coming. So a lot of things are going to be loosening up, shaking up, and you'll notice that you'll be able to get things done a lot faster and easier and without as much efforting, okay? Just think about it like God's source, the divine, has been kind of like putting a little bit of mental dysmorphia or like mental inclarity so that we can slow down, take time to figure out what it is that we really want. Because if we're just like go gusto energy all the time, but we don't know exactly what we truly want from our heart, we will be creating foundations that are not sustainable. So the last card for this deck that I'm going to pull is Hold Your Vision. Wow, and it's funny, they all kind of have to deal with vision. So a huge theme for the month of December is vision, especially in the Sagittarius energy. It's vision, zooming out and looking at the big picture. Where are you going? What do you want to experience? Why do you want to experience it? What do you value? What is the vision? Where are we going? I have like a guide who was like very feisty and rowdy, and I just heard them say, where are we going? Where is this going? So a lot of people, if you're like been like casually dating and things like that, like you really do not have time for the bullshit anymore, right? Like it's just like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this long term? What does this even mean? Like, why are we wasting time? And this might be also how you feel about yourself personally. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Where are we going? Why is this happening? Like, are we taking our life seriously enough? Are we taking our life seriously enough? Because this, it's giving not enough progression. Okay, this is what my guide is saying. Like it's giving lack of progression. It's giving no inspiration. It's giving like, it's not giving what it needs to be giving, right? This is the energy right now. But if we're holding this grand, beautiful vision of what we desire our life to be, let that be the anchor that is pulling you, helping you to gravitate to something that is bigger or grander than who you are right now. I love that message. Let's see what other messages we have. I already kind of pre-shuffled these decks, but okay, the first, I don't know if this was intentional or not. Everything's intentional, I guess. But the first two cards that popped out of this deck is Extremes and Protection. Okay, so I'm hearing that in this December time, like we are not out of the clear yet. We are not out of the clear yet. There are still going to be lots of extremes that are popping off in the world stage and all around us, I'm hearing. And also extremes in your own personal life. Think of it as like the last hoorah, the last initiation of the year, if you will. Like some of us might be going through some tower moments at the end of this year, but the next card I got was Protection. Understand that through this we are safe and protected. Our angels, guides, and helpers have their hands on us, okay, have their protection and shield on us, so we don't have to worry about things getting too crazy. And understand anything that gets dismantled at the end of this year at this point is because it is no longer serving us and is not going to help us to take us to the next level in the next year. So whatever falls apart, friendships, relationships, businesses, careers, job opportunities, anything like that that falls apart at this time, housing situations, I'm hearing people's health starting to collapse or deteriorate, anything that goes out of whack at the end of this year, beginning of January, understand that it is all just clearing way for the next chapter of our life that is going to help us to rebuild on more stable ground. So understand we will be experiencing extremes, but we are safe and protected through this period. The next two cards that popped out were the Unexpected and the Masculine, okay? So when it comes to the unexpected, it definitely goes back in with this message of extremes. Expect a lot of random things happening, like somebody random hitting you up out of the blue, and it's like, where have you been? Like, why are you just now coming back into my life? Like, what's up? Or like, so I see that for old friends and old relationships coming out of nowhere, like, hey, just checking in, how you doing? It's like, this is unexpected. Why are you, right? Or I also see this again on the world stage. It's like things that we did not expect to pop off are happening on a global scale. So maybe like not in your country directly, but in other people's countries, and you're like, I can't believe that even happened. Or even in your own country, things will be happening, position of power changing and things like that. And it's like lots of like, I was not expecting that to happen. Lots of that energy coming up right now. And then the next card with this masculine energy, the masculine, I'm hearing that there could either be a lot in store for the masculine energy, a lot of rebuilding, reconstructing when it comes to some of the more masculine systems in our society, our banking, our government, and things of that nature. So lots of like, it feels like a resistance or something coming to a head in regard to this masculine energy. I'm also hearing it could be cultivating for the collective. I'm hearing that we are going to be the masculine energy within all of us. So even if you are a woman, the masculine energy within you, within the collective, within society is going to be agitated at this time, having us to reconsider this grind culture, hustle culture, how we feel like we have to work really hard. I'm feeling it's how we make money, how we think about how we make money, how we think about how we provide stability and security in our lives. These masculine systems and structures in our lives and in the collective are going to be starting to face, I don't want to say resistance, but we are going to start feeling a little bit of a tug of war in this masculine energy. So that's pretty fascinating. I was not expecting that, but yes, I'm really hearing it's about like systems and structures, how we make money, how we create a living for ourselves, how we make sense of the life that we're living. The masculine structures in our life, our money, our career, our finances, is gonna be like the universe is like, let's heat things up a little bit, because we have some things that are out of alignment that we need to get back into alignment. I'm also feeling this with like political figures as well, like masculine energies coming to going to war with each other, lots of tension or friction in that regard. You could also see that on a personal level within your life or your reality. It's like egos going to war with each other. Okay, very fascinating. Okay, let's see, what deck do I want to play with next? Let's do this one. So I have some tarot decks. Let's look at the tarot now. There we are. Okay, the first card that popped out is the Five of Cups. This is the energy of like really like feeling like you're longing or looking to the past. It's like something in the past you can't, there's something in the past that we just can't let go of, that we don't want to let go of. Lots of contemplation of the past. Did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Did I make the right call? Did I do the right decision, right? And then with this Eight of Cups, it's like there is still more that it's like digging deeper into the depths, into your soul, so that you can feel more fulfilled. There is definitely an energy of feeling not as fulfilled as we want to be, and so that would inspire us to dig deeper within ourselves, to make sense of our life, to make sense of our desires, to make sense of what we desire to experience next in life. Okay, so I do see that. And then I also see there's lots of cups energy, so lots of water energy. People might be feeling very emotional at this time, also very tired at this time. With the Seven of Cups, I also feel like there are just so many options, and we're just trying to decide where to go, right? It's like at this time, our angels, guides, and helpers, God, the divine creator source energy, is giving us all of these options and saying, you can have literally anything you want in this world. All you have to do is tell me what you want, right? And it's the energy of, but choose wisely, because what you ask for, you will begin to undergo the initiations of making that happen. So yeah, it's the energy of you can literally have anything that you want. What do you want? What are your values? What is going to make you feel fulfilled? And ask yourself these questions from the heart space. Okay, with the Four of Cups, lots of Cups energy, it's just this energy of feeling very unfulfilled with the current reality. It's wanting to up level your standards, or up level what you desire to experience next in life, because you just feel very this might not be for everybody, but just the feeling of unfulfilled. Like, is this it? Isn't there more? I desire more. What's next? I want more. So it's the energy of calling more into your life. I don't know if you'll be able to see these cards. I'm trying to like bring them in. Maybe not. Okay, anyway, we tried. With the next card, the World, again, cycles coming to completion. Lots of completion energy, lots of chapters being closed out for your highest and greatest good in this next chapter, which is very relieving when you finally get to close out a karmic chapter or a karmic cycle and finally begin something new. So this is actually very exciting. And then with the Two of Swords, there's still some boundaries that are up right now. So either the need or desire to create boundaries to further protect yourselves from people who are trying to take your energy or, you know, come at you and they don't have the best intentions. So the guides are saying, like, put up certain boundaries to protect your energy, to protect your time, because you're coming up in a season where your time is like your most valuable asset. What you're doing to build and prepare and create for your future is so important. And so you can't give everybody access to this most valuable, precious resource that you have at this moment in time. Okay, the last card that I have from this deck is the Ace of Pentacles. If you allow yourself if you allow yourself the boundary of making time for, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to create or manifest and call into your life, then the Ace of Pentacles is present, saying that there is an opportunity for financial gain, especially if we're going back to that part of the video where I was talking about gaining new knowledge and wisdom. If you really take the time to educate yourself in your finances, or take a course, learn something new, learn a new skill or new talent, that is really going to help you to generate some new income in this new period that is coming up right now. So that is really exciting. I'm just gonna pick from a few more decks, and then I feel like we've received some decent messages. Let me know if any of this is resonating with you right now. All right, the next card we have, again, okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a time for new things to begin to unfold and unravel. A new cycle is beginning. You, again, will start to see things are going to be looking very different. If you look at your life in a year from now, from where you are right now, you are going to see things are very different than how they were. Even if you look at how your life is from like 7 months ago, like things are very different now. So you will begin to see that things are very different now. The next card that I have is the Knight of Wands. Somebody wants to give you some kind of information or insight that is coming in that's going to help you to feel more productive or be more productive. Again, it goes with wisdom. Like, the more you learn, you can begin to pick up momentum and do more things. Okay, so be open to learning something new that is going to help you to expand in this next chapter of your life. I was expecting this to pop out. We have the Tower card, so expect something to collapse or be dismantled before the new year comes. Again, remember, it's for your highest and greatest good, and only to make space for the next things that are in store for you. But I do see a Tower moment, and I see with the Knight of Cups, it could be somebody who is offering you a friendship or relationship, or, you know, they came into your life to offer you something, and then it kind of collapsed, where you kind of just decide, you know what, I don't think I'm open to this. I don't think I want to pursue this. I don't think I see a future with whatever it is that you're trying to offer me. I'm not going to accept it. And then you will see that Tower collapse. Okay, so very fascinating. I feel like for some people, the message is in regard to love. It's like you might have been casually dating somebody, and then like you realize, you know what, you don't really have very much to offer me. I'm good on that. We'll just leave that where it is. And you kind of just step away from it, and then the Tower would collapse, and that's no longer an option. You guys are not going to pursue that any further. It could also, like, someone wants to offer you friendship or something like that, and you're like, you know what, I just don't, I think I'm good on that. I don't want to pursue that. And then the Tower, it has to do with some type of relationship, friendship. It's not giving what it could be giving, and you're like, you know what, I'm good on that. We're not going to pursue that. And then the Tower collapses. So very interesting. Now I'm gonna pick from one more deck and see if there are any last messages, because this video is pretty long and I don't know who's gonna be watching it up to this point. It's a pretty long video. Angels, guides, and helper, any last messages for the collective? Okay, love it, love it. So for those of us who are going to be turning down whatever offer that was coming in, I also see the Ace of Cups. So once you do deny whatever that thing might have been, something new is able to come in or come forth or come through. New opportunity, it's a relationship or a friendship, partnership. Somebody is coming in to offer you something new. And then with the Knight of Cups, I also do see something coming in, offering a proposition, wanting to offer you something. Someone wants to offer you something in regards to like your emotions, wanting to get involved with you possibly. It could also be wanting to get involved with you in a business related endeavor, or just people wanting to have access to you. And the last two cards I'm going to pull, again, okay, so now we have the King of Cups. So it could be a water sign wanting to offer you something, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, masculine energy, but also could be the energy of you just emotionally building yourself up. And with the Justice card, whatever unfinished business that has been transpiring in your life, understand that things are going to be balance is going to be restored, justice will be restored in regards to this masculine water energy. It doesn't have to be masculine, but something that was out of balance in regards to a masculine water sign. Again, could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or it could just be somebody who has a masculine water energy. Things are going to be getting put back into balance in regards to whatever that is, okay? So those are my tarot intuitive messages. Okay guys, the very last message I have is the Judgment card, which means that a lot of us are going to be making some really big decisions at the end of this year that will hopefully get us prepared for the next chapter of our lives. It feels like all of us are about to step into a new chapter, really feeling like we are expanding and elevating our life and our lifestyle and the quality of life that we're living in. It really feels like an elevation of life. So a lot of us will be asked to make hard decisions at the end of this year, whether it's ending something, starting something, letting something fall away so that something new can be created. A huge judgment call at the end of this year is going to, if you make the right decision, which is relative, everything is for our highest and greatest good, right? But whatever decision you make is going to be the determining factor of how things will unfold and play out for you in the next year. So that is really exciting. It's just asking you to bring your truest and highest calling, your truest and highest purpose for incarnating here, bring it to life. Let the truth, your truth, come out of you. Let your life be the physical representation of the truth, of the light that you desire to emit and radiate out of you. A judgment call to be completely and truly authentic to your truest and highest nature. Okay, it's pretty serious energy. It's pretty intense energy, very heavily self-analysis energy, but again, also that you can become one step closer to that version of yourself that you desire to be. I, for one, am pretty excited about this energy. I'm not gonna lie, I do fantasize about a good tower moment. Like, yes, it hurts like heck to experience a tower moment or to experience something in your life just being completely demolished. But when I tell you the ability to build from the space that has been cleared, is going to be so good. It's going to feel so good to get to build from that space of cleared energy. Okay, so whatever it is that falls apart or collapses, understand it's for your highest and greatest good. It's so that you can begin to rebuild in a way that has more structure and promise for your future. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this energy reading. If you have, please thumbs up the video, comment down below which parts of this video resonated with you, what would you like to see next on my channel. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I try to post new videos every week. Doesn't always work out that way, but you know what? We do our best. And until next time, if you want a reading, you can go to nijasym.com/reading for your own card and intuitive message reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me.